it's me and today I'm here to react to Confetti, the new album by Little Mix. I rearranged my whole beginning of the month schedule for this album, so it better be worth it. No, it's only out for a day. I'm filming this on Saturday, you're seeing this on Sunday, so when you're seeing this, it's out for 2 days, but when I'm filming this, it's for a day. And I've seen some people talk about it, and some have said that it's their best album yet. We'll see what I think of it. I have the past couple of months been going to Little Mix's album on my blog, which is linked down below, and I've fallen in love with them. I don't know, Little Mix is one of those bands that I've always had on my radar but never looked into. I don't know why. Definitely now I'm just baffled. And yeah, I'm super excited for this new release. I listened to 3 songs of it, I believe, in my reacting to October's music video thing. So go check that out on Wednesday. And I really love those songs, and I haven't heard any of the other songs from Confetti. I know they released 2 other singles as well that I haven't heard yet, but we'll listen to later in this video. And yeah, I'm super excited. If you're new here, I'm just gonna be reacting to the songs, listening to them, giving my thoughts on them as first time listens. I will end it off with a top 3 and my overall thoughts on the album, and that's kind of it. There's an accompanying blog post in the description down below as well, on that same blog, the fandom blog. Go check it out, it's always in the description. I put a lot of effort into that blog, and yeah, and because I'm gonna be here for a long time, I'm very comfy, and I'm just sitting on my bed. This is my blanket, and yeah. Also, just the thing, this is the first time I'm wearing a turtleneck, since I was a child probably. I think I had turtlenecks as a child, I don't remember, but I haven't worn a turtleneck in so long, and I don't know, it feels weird, but I look cute, so who cares? Let's just begin. Nobody cares about my fashion choices. Yeah, let's begin with the first one, which is Breakup Song, which was one of the singles I talked about earlier that I hadn't listened to yet. Okay, so that was Breakup Song. This was the lead single for this album, and I haven't heard it before. I'm sorry, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It just isn't my favorite song. I don't know. I can see myself playing this over and over again. I do jamming to it a lot, but I can also see myself growing tired of this song if I play it too much, you know? And of course I can predict the future, so who knows, maybe this will be a forever banger, I don't know. But at this moment in time, I also kind of just feel like I could grow tired of it easily. I don't know. All I know is that it's a good song, it's a fun song, but I don't know, it just isn't doing a whole lot for me. Let's move on to the next song, which is Holiday, which was also a single that I haven't listened to yet. Okay, so that was Holiday, which I really liked. Improvement from Breakup Song, which is good. Always getting better. Appreciate that. What am I saying? I don't know, but I really like this song. I really like the chorus. I don't know why, but the chorus, the first time it came in, I was like, ooh, I like this, and it kept being fun. I feel like the verses are more on the fun side, and then the chorus is more the sexy side, and I like the mix between the two. I don't know, I really like this song a lot. I don't know how to put it into words, because again, I'm not a music critic. I don't know shit about music, except I like this and I don't like this. But I really like this one. Let's move on to the third song, which is also the third single, which is Sweet Melody, which I listened to in my last video, so go check out my first reactions. So that was Sweet Melody. Like I said before, I reacted to this in this month's new music in that video, and I already loved it then, and I've heard it a couple of times since, and now of course again, and oh, it's such a good song. I really love it. I have so much fun listening to it and just vibing out to it. I really like the do part. I love that part. I don't know why, but I do. But for the rest, I don't know, everything else about the song is just, it works well. So it works so well together, and I really love this song so much. Let's move on to the title track of the album, which is Confetti, which was released a couple of days before the album. Haven't gotten around to listening to it yet, usually because I wait till the end of the month to listen to like new songs because of the video. But yeah, now I don't have to because the album is here already. That was Confetti. I really like Confetti. When it first started off, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like this song because the style of it is just something I don't typically enjoy, and it's something that's just not my cup of tea, but I can see why other people like it. But then, you know, the song kept going. I was like, oh my god, this is actually really good. I think it had more of like a cool and like laid back type of feel to it, and I feel like that worked really well with what the song was talking about. And then also just, I feel like the message of the song could be interpreted in two ways, as in a breakup, which is the most obvious one, but I also feel like it could be a little bit of a diss towards their old record label, which we live for that, but I feel like it could definitely be interpreted that way as well. And yeah, I really like the duality of it. So yeah, that was it. Let's move on to Happiness, which is not a song I listened to in my last video. So that was Happiness. This is another one, like I said before, I reacted to in my last video, and I really enjoyed this one. I kind of forgot this one because I haven't listened to it since that video. I'm sorry, but I have a lot of music I listen to, so I haven't heard this since. But I kind of forgot how much fun it is, and especially how much joy it brings me, especially like the chorus. I don't know, I like vibing to it. And yeah, also I just want to point out some lyrics which I didn't do in my last video, so yeah. I like in the chorus, like the lines, yeah, sometimes tears fall, I must confess, but now I'm standing right where I'm meant to be. I find the love in me. I really like those lyrics. Also, like the lyrics in the second verse, remember I was mine before I was yours. Love that. And yeah, just want to point those lyrics out because I really like them. But yeah, that was Happiness. It brings me a lot of happiness. I really like it. I like the themes of self-love throughout it, and other shit I said in my last video. I don't really have anything new to say about it, except that I still love it, and I regret not having listened to it since. Let's move on to another pop song, another song I talked about in my last video. Okay, so that was not a pop song. Exquisite. Ah. I feel like this song is gonna be like the most iconic from the whole era, and we're not even halfway through the album. We're on track 6 of 13, so kind of halfway through, not really yet, but like kind of, you know. So I feel a little bit weird to say this, but I feel like it's just been everywhere. Maybe that's just the fandoms I'm in, and oh, it's so good the way they just like call out the old record label. Like they literally, like they don't hide it. They literally say, "I don't want to do what Simon says." Could it be more obvious? Love it. I also just really like the lyrics just in general. I think they're very well written and do a great job at kind of like criticizing the old record label, but also kind of the whole industry, I guess. The whole industry's kind of fucked up. Not just that company, but like their company especially. How much I love this song. I really love it. I think it's a great song to like sing along to and just like have fun with, but it also has a deeper message that is really well conveyed and done, and love it. Let's move on to the next song, which is one I haven't heard yet. I think the ones I have heard are gone now. I don't know. Did I? Yes. So the ones I have heard before are all gone now. Listen to them. So all of the rest of these are new, and I feel like new in its entirety. No one has heard these before the album. I think so. I don't know. I'm not that well kept up with everything. But the next one is Nothing But My Feelings. Okay, so that was Nothing But My Feelings, and I don't know how to feel about this one exactly. This is another one, like, not a breakup song. I'm like, objectively, this is a great song and it's a lot of fun, but it just not clicking with me as well as some of the other songs on this album. I don't know exactly what it is, but yeah, I don't know. I really, especially because I really like the melody on this, especially in the chorus. It's just a lot of fun. I like it. But I don't know. Just not matching with me well. And I don't know if this will improve upon further listens or get worse on further listens. We'll figure it out. So let's move on to the next song, which is Gloves Up. Okay, so that was Gloves Up. Oh, God. I really, really love this song. I think I'm running ahead here, but I think this might be my favorite of the album, at least so far. And perhaps even one of my favorite Little Mix songs in general. I don't know. I'm fairly new to them. I have to listen to some songs a couple of more times. But, oh, this was good and blew me out of the water. Really. This is a co-writer. One of the co-writers on this song is also a co-writer on Salute. And I feel like the two songs definitely have like similar vibes. They're very, very different. I love Salute with my whole heart. I do. I don't know if it's popular or unpopular, but I really love Salute. It's one of my favorite songs as well. This is kind of what I was saying earlier when I said that Little Mix has kind of always been on my radar. Like, especially their singles, some of them have really got to me, like Wings, Salute, Shout Out to My Ex, were 3 songs I was like absolutely obsessed with when they first came out, and Salute, like, most of all. I was obsessed with Salute when it first came out. And I still love it. And this is like very similar vibe, except it's bigger. It's more epic. It's everything is just better and improved and bigger and better and cool. I don't know how to explain this. The vocals are just also out of this world on this song. It's just amazing, and I don't know. I just feel pumped while listening to this song, and I really love that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just obsessed with this song already, and I've only listened to it once, so I don't know how the rest of this is gonna go. The next song is A Mess, in brackets, Happy For You. That was A Mess, in brackets, Happy For You. I really like this song. I really like the melody of it, but I also just really like the message of this song. I feel like often when the theme in songs comes up of like the ex moving on and like being hurt because you're not over them, but still being happy because you want to see that person happy, I feel like often the focus is more on the hurt. Like Stone Cold by Demi Lovato, beautiful song, I love so much. Nothing against that song, I love it a lot, but deals with a similar message of like, hey, you're moved on, I'm not, but I'm happy for you, but I'm hurt. And I feel like it's focused more on like that hurting aspect. Well, I feel like, and that a lot of songs that do that are like that, or just are straight up like, you've moved on, I've not, I'm hurt, there's no happiness here. So I feel like often it's just like more focused on like the hurting of like an ex moving on, but I really like how this song just balanced those two emotions really well. Like, it very much shows like I'm hurt, but it also shows like I'm genuinely happy for you, like you deserve this. Let's move on to the next song, which is My Love Won't Let You Down. Okay, so that was My Love Won't Let You Down, and whew, God, you haven't been on my blog probably, but things I have noted on a lot while doing all my Little Mix song album reviews on there is that do things, I love multiple things with this song, but like do things I think Little Mix like so good at that it's almost unreal. It's ballads and songs about friendship. Ballads because for some reason they like just like convey the emotions so strongly to their voices, to the melody, everything just screams the emotions that you're supposed to feel. So well done. And And then they also have a lot of songs about friendship, sometimes just about how close they are as a group and just their friendship, but also I believe especially LM5 they had a couple of songs on there that were like the typical like relationship song but like told from like the best friend's perspective, and I really liked that as well because I thought it brought a unique spin towards a lot of things we've seen before music. But this something else is also it's just it's beautiful, so beautiful. The vocal arrangements are just like A plus. Whoever did those, you deserve a raise. I feel like every girl came in on the perfect moment, and I made it, ooh, sublime. And also just like the message of the song is just it's so sweet, and so I got chills listening to the song. I love it so much. It also kind of reminds me of like a song from my childhood, which is very different, but like the messaging is a little bit the same. And it also gives me chills every time I listen to it. And that's Je hebt een vriendin mee van K3, which is a children's song, but it's beautiful. If you understand Dutch and you haven't heard this song yet, listen to it. It's sublime. There's also an English version by Natalia. I'll leave pictures of both on here. It's a cover, but it's in English, so maybe you'll understand that one. But they both, oh, chills. It has similar message to this one, so yeah, kind of reminded me of that. Moving into the last 3 songs of this album, with the first one being Rendezvous. So that was Rendezvous. I don't know if this is another one like breakup song, and what was the other one? I don't even remember. Where this is a good song, objectively. I definitely get why people would like the song, and maybe in the future it will grow on me, but right now I'm just not convinced on it. And it's especially shocking because it's almost entirely in the lower register, Little Mix doesn't do often, and I love songs in the lower register. But I don't know, this one didn't click for me. It's kind of a little bit boring. I don't know. I don't know. Let's move on to the next song, which is If You Want My Love. If You Want My Love, the second to last song on the album. I really liked it. I thought it was high power and high energy. I mean, not high power. It was very high energy, and it had me vibing to it. I think this definitely is a song that has to like grow on me a little bit, because right now I'm not like there yet, but I can definitely see me getting there in the future. But yeah, I still really love this song, so no discredit to that one. I don't have a lot to say about it, I'm sorry. But let's immediately move on to the last song on this album, which is Breathe. Okay, so that was Breathe by Little Mix, the last song of this album. Whew, great ending to the album, I feel like. It's a really good song, and I really liked like the bells in the beginning and in the end. I thought a little bit of flirt. I don't know technical terms, but I really liked how that added to the song. Just like the overall melody of the song it's kind of sweet and a bit dreamlike, but the topic of the song is very heartbreaking and sad, and I really like the combination of the two things. I think it works really well, and yeah, the vocals on the song are just like always sublime. Really like it, and yeah, I thought this was a great way to end the album on like a bittersweet note. And yeah, let's move on to my top 3, which is a no-brainer. I'm sorry if you were expecting it was gonna be harder. I love all the songs on this album, mostly. I don't think there's a bad song on this album at all, but that's for later. But there's 3 songs that stand out to me a lot, so that's gonna be my top 3. I don't know if it's gonna be surprised to you or not. I think 2 shouldn't be. I think maybe the third one is. I don't know. So on number 1, we have My Love Won't Let You Down. Number 2, we have Gloves Up. And number 3, we have Sweet Melody. Yes, that's my top 3 for now. That could change in the future as I listen to these songs more. And get more familiar with them, different mood. But after like my first listen to the album, that's my top 3, the 3 songs I love the most. I also just really love Not a Pop Song and Happiness and other songs, but that's definitely my top 3. Yeah, except for I don't think there's a bad song on this album. The only one that I kind of don't see myself liking in the future is Rendezvous, because I don't know, it feels a little bit boring compared to the rest of the album. But it's not a bad song, and I could definitely get why other people would love it. But to me, it just sounds boring within the context of this album. Maybe like a different album it would sound great. But I don't really think this is one of Little Mix's best album. I don't really can tell it's the best yet. I'm not that familiar with their work yet. But I had a great time listening to this song. I think most of the songs were a lot of fun. They also had some like deeper messages to them. We had a couple of more sadder songs, and overall which is really well balanced, and I really liked it. And yeah, like always, Little Mix's vocals are just amazing. They're so good, and they delivered on track after track after track, so I really appreciate that. There's definitely, I mean, every song can very well stand on its own, but also if you like listen to the entire album through and through again, I also feel like it won't be a bore, you know. And I don't know, I really liked it. That's all I really have to say about it. I'm sorry it's not more, but I don't really know what else to say. So I guess I'll give it a word to you, so let me know in the comments section below what you thought of this album, as well as your top 3, because I always find that the most interesting part, because I feel like everyone like gets attached to like different songs in an album, so I'm very interested in which ones are on your top 3s. And yeah, that's it for today, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.